Hi, my name's Helen. This is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a Hell's Bell, hello. First of all, have to say Happy New Year. It is actually the 1st of January today, and I'm hoping to get this video out today, although it may be tomorrow, in which case it was filmed on New Year's Day. So we had a fairly quiet evening. Having the dog does restrict us somewhat because the fireworks just terrify her, and it's a horrible thing to witness. It really, really is. We didn't give her, we do have sedatives for her, but we didn't give them to her last night because we thought it might not be that bad, and they don't kind of stop it completely. And the good thing is with New Year's Eve, well, you think the good thing is that it's only going to be for a short period at midnight, but actually when it was all over, they started again round here at 12:25, and they were so loud they actually woke me up. But she survived. You know, it's one of those things, you just have to deal with it. We're quite lucky because of where we live, there's not huge numbers of fireworks. So anyway, you know, that's life, isn't it? You just have to deal with what you get. But when you see dogs terrified, it is a horrible, horrible thing. So anyway, we all lived to tell the tale. We didn't really do anything much. We went round to Katie and her husband and children and had a nice evening, just like playing Pictionary and stuff like that. And yeah, so it was all fine. I'm not a big New Year's Eve person. I hate the fact that you're supposed to have fun on New Year's Eve, and if you do go out and you spend a lot of money to go out and then it's not that great, it always feels like more of a disappointment. And we've got this big holiday coming up, so I kind of feel like I will, you know, save that money and enjoyment for the holiday. And as I say, we're restricted with Dolly anyway. So yes, that was my New Year's Eve, but I hope you all had a nice one, and I really do hope with all my heart that this year the world can find some peace. I'm finding it difficult to kind of just blithely say Happy New Year with what's going on in the world. And obviously I don't want this, you know, I'm certainly not going to get political, but you know, it's always the innocent people, isn't it, that get bear the brunt of all these decisions that these big, safely ensconced in their, you know, bomb-proof houses don't have to suffer. It's just ridiculous, and you'd think, wouldn't you, in this modern day that it wouldn't have to happen. But there we are. It's happened forever, and I guess it will happen forevermore. I certainly don't expect to see any changes in my lifetime, but gosh, I didn't mean to, you know, like, you know, I don't really plan any of this. I just come on, have a little chat with you guys, and that went off on a tangent that I wasn't expecting, but there we are. That is life, isn't it? And that's what would happen if we were having a chat face to face. So moving on, and you know, in amongst all of that, we still have to kind of just live our best lives ourselves, don't we? And do what we can for others and enjoy what we have. So segue into today's video. I mentioned it before, Rob and I are going on holiday to South Africa in the middle of January, and my son and his wife are going to come and stay here with their children because they're looking to relocate, and they've got their house on the market, and with 2 little children it's quite hard to keep that all presentable for viewing. So I think the idea is that they'll get that all pristine and then come away and stay here while we're away, and it means that the estate agent can easily view the house with people, so no one has to worry about the security of the house because there will be somebody living here. So yeah, so we are flying to Cape Town, and then we've got 3 nights in Cape Town, and then we get on a ship. And you know, we did the Cunard cruise, I can say last year now because it was last year, and whilst we had a fabulous holiday, there was a few things about Cunard that I didn't enjoy. And when I kind of got down to it, I think it was the size of the ship. And although they're not as big as some of these mega cruisers, and I would never go on one of those, it's not my cup of tea at all. So we're going on a ship with the cruise company Azamara, and I think there's only 650 passengers on board, so it's a much smaller ship. You know, still substantial, but much smaller than anything we've ever done, certainly. I think Cunard was about 2.5, Princess is about 3.5. So this is a big step change. And while I did enjoy the dressing up and all of that, it does put an awful lot of pressure on you for clothes and space and everything else. So this one's completely different. They call their dress code kind of country club. And I think, you know, you could obviously get changed for dinner, and men have to wear long trousers, but they don't have to wear a tie, they don't have to wear a jacket. And so it's much more relaxed, and I'm looking forward to that. The only thing that they do have once every cruise, they have what they call a white night, and on that everybody wears white. So I've got a white dress, so that's easy, a nice Brochure Anglaise dress. So I will wear that, and I bought Rob a white linen shirt, and he's got some cream trousers, so he can wear that. So that's that. We've never been to South Africa before. It's not somewhere that I'd ever thought of going before. But looking at it now, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really interesting and very different for us. We're doing a one-day safari, which I know isn't much, but you know, it's enough for me, to be honest. I'm not big into that sort of stuff, although I might completely change my mind once I've done this. And we're going up to Port Elizabeth. No, I can't remember the order, but basically we're doing Durban, Port Elizabeth, Richards Bay is it? I think Mossel Bay, I think that's it, and then back to Cape Town. So if any of you have got any advice and tips, things that I need to know, then I'd be really grateful if you let me have them. Good, because it's kind of more or less straight after Christmas. I'm not as organised as I would be. I've only started now doing my research and looking at a couple of excursions to do and things like that. So I'm getting there, but I haven't booked anything yet. So yes, that'd be interesting. The good thing with Azamara is that all the gratuities and all the alcohol is included. So apart from if you want to do some kind of one-on-one tipping for people that have given exceptional service, everything else is included. The Wi-Fi apparently is terrible, so I'm not going to buy that. But because I think two or three of the ports were actually in overnight, so I can probably buy a package for my phone that will cover that. I'll use that Aerolo, which I recommended before, which was fabulous, which you just buy a package for where you are. And yeah, so I mean, I know I'm rambling on, and I know I do that a lot, but you know, fast forward it if you don't like this bit. I'm going to be trying on some bits from Next that I got in their sale, and I bought these before their sale proper that's on now started. So when you get over the initial hump of the sale, the goods come very quickly, but as soon as the real sale starts, and I have ordered a couple of bits from the real sale that's on now, they could take up to 3 or 4 weeks to come, and that would obviously be no good for the holiday. So I ordered a few bits. I haven't tried them on, but I'm hoping they'll be okay, and so I'll get on with that now. And then I've got to rush because I'm going to see my friend's mum, who is in hospital. The poor woman, she fell down the stairs and broke her leg in 3 places. That happened on the Wednesday, and she was moving house on the Friday. What a nightmare. So she has been in substantial pain. She's in a fabulous little hospital locally. So I'm going to pop and see her as soon as I finish this. The weather is awful. It's raining. The wind is getting up again, and it feels dark. I mean, it's only, well, it's not even 2 o'clock and it feels dark. So yeah, there was loads of other things I was going to say, but I've forgotten them as usual. So I'll crack on now with this little haul in my haul and see how we get on. So for newbies, if there are any, Next has a clearance tab on their website all of the time. So I know they do have a sale on at the moment, but always they've got a clearance section, and I always look there first for anything that I'm looking to buy clothes wise, and that's where I found these. Now I probably won't be able to link these because I bought them a couple of weeks ago before the sale proper started. And so they'll be gone, but there is loads on there, like literally loads. You know, you can put in your size and 1,000 or more items will come up. So this is a pure cotton shirt. It's very nice quality actually. It's quite a fine cotton. It's got a nice full sleeve, a drop shoulder, loads, you know, big enough. Everything I'm trying on is an 18. And then, you know, with this stuff, I mean, I laugh because this is so far from who I am, but, you know, we're kind of doing a couple of kind of safari type things. And so they say to wear muted colours. And generally, I mean, I wear black and I wear denim, but I don't wear kind of the traditional kind of safari colours of olive green and things like that. So I got these trousers, which are just a cotton, a very, very simple cotton trouser. They're an 18. They fit really nicely actually. They're just 100% cotton. I probably need to stop eating the Christmas cake. It's so good. If anybody used my recipe, not my recipe, but the recipe that I used to cook the Christmas cake that I did in the slow cooker, oh, it's too good. You know, I'm having a bit every day with a cup of tea. A bit naughty. So yeah, so this is what I bought kind of for when we go into the bush to see the animals, and hopefully, well, not the shoes, obviously I'll be wearing flat shoes, but these are what I had downstairs, which were also from the next site. Last year actually I bought these for the Japan cruise. That's Rob taking the bottles to the bottle bin. We've got 2 massive crates of bottles. Children had a lovely old time. Oh, mind you, I didn't do too badly. So that's number 1. Both of them are perfect. They were half price or less. I know the trousers were £10 and they're a really nice thick canvas kind of cotton. So I can wear those, well, on the 2 kind of animal type trips that we're doing. So yeah, that's those. And I'll keep these on because I think they're the only bottoms I've got, and I've got a couple of other tops to show you. I really like this. I love broderie anglaise anyway, always. And this I think was £12 from £30. You can see it's a nice loose broderie anglaise top. It's lined at the front, not lined at the back. You can see I've got a black bra on, but you know, I've got a black bra on, so what? But it's really cool, obviously, because you've got, I mean, I'm actually a bit cold because it's so chilly today. You can wear it on, or you could wear it off the shoulder. I've got a couple of bias cut skirts ordered actually from the 2 sale, 2 at Sainsbury's, where I got some bits from Finery and So Sanders, so that would look quite nice with a bias cut skirt, I think. It's just the right length, covers everything I need it to, and for, I think, as I say, I'm pretty sure it was £12. I mean, that's jolly nice. And look nice just for shorts, wouldn't it, really? Or linen trousers. Very versatile. So I'm pleased with that. It's a nice fit as well. Like I say, it's not kind of too baggy, and I think it's quite flattering. And it's nice. You can see I've got my Manir jewellery on, of course, as ever. And for any newbies as well, Manir and Corinne are my friends, and I've always worn their jewellery. And yeah, I mean, I have read that when you're on shore in South Africa, you shouldn't wear any of your diamonds if you've got any. So I don't know whether to just keep them on the ship to wear in the evening or just not take them at all. I haven't decided yet. But you know, you might know what you think I should do, and if you do, let me know. And yeah, so I'll just go and pop the other top on, and then I think I've got 2 dresses. So this is another broderie anglaise style top. It's just got a short sleeve. To me, this is much more of a daytime top. You know, I'd happily wear this to go sightseeing or whatever. It's a good length again. It's got a nice edging to it. Feels nice and crisp, obviously more see-through. I'd wear a neutral bra with this, or as you know, I tend to wear a kind of tan coloured bra, because that actually is more the colour of my skin than a white bra or what they call a nude bra, because that's not the colour of my skin. So this one is not as long as the last one, but it's long enough. It's got the plain back, but that's fine too. And I think this was around the 11 or 12 pound mark, and just a lovely, cool, easy wear top. Feels nice and fresh. You can't do better, can you, really? And like I've said before, if you go on to Next and you just go into the clearance or the sale tab, and you know, if you wanted something like this, if you just put embroidery onto the search bar within the clearance site, all of these kind of tops will come up, or you just put the size or whatever. So yeah, there's bargains to be had there, and I know lots of ladies have found them after I've recommended that. So yeah, enjoy the search. It takes hours, you need a lot of time. So that's number 3 tops. That's the black and 2 white. These are all marvellous. I'll be keeping these for sure. And then I've got a couple of dresses which look absolutely fine. So I'll try those on now. So if you can hear me over Dolly, Rob's just come back from the bottle bank, so she's now barking for him coming back. So this is a monsoon dress, and this is a linen blend dress, and this was less than half price. I can't remember the price exactly, but probably about the £35 mark. And it's a beautiful fabric, and it's got all this embroidery on here, and I just thought it was kind of appropriate for South Africa. I don't know why, the khaki, I suppose. And it's buttoned through. Dolly, stop. She hasn't learned that command well enough. Then it's got the elasticated waist and just the plain, not elasticated, embroidered. Sorry, this is Dolly's putting me off my stride. Button through, nice length, really comfortable. Pockets. Like, she didn't take me out then, isn't it? That would have made good camera. That would have been a blooper and a half, wouldn't it? I remember a guy did that to me when I was helping at Heathrow. You know, I used to work at Heathrow Airport, and we were doing some kind of voluntary helping over there. And I was helping passengers, and this chap went behind me with his trolley suitcase. I mean, it was a gap about this big. As I stepped back, and I went A over T over the top of this chap and his case. Oh my goodness, of course I had to go to accident, report it, all the rest of it. Anyway, by the by, as usual. So yeah, I like this one. It's a nice fit. It's snug, but it's not too small. It did up quite easily. Like I say, button through. So nice and cool, being a cotton linen blend, and easy to wear, I'd say. Easy to wear with, you know, a white trainer with this isn't exactly white, but it's kind of an ivory embroidery. The thing with monsoon is they are nice quality. You can't take that away from them, but out of the sale, they are expensive. So that's the penultimate dress, and then I've got one more to show you, and then I'll wrap up. You'll be glad to know. Now this final dress is probably the lightest weight dress I have ever tried on in my life. It's a really, really fine cotton. It used to be what we call like a fine cotton lawn. I used to make the girls' dresses out of the Liberty cotton lawn, which I absolutely loved. They always used to have matching dresses. I used to make them all when they were children. And this is buttoned through, but honestly, it feels like you're not wearing anything. It's a little bit weird actually, because obviously, you know, it's got long sleeves and it's a good length, hasn't got pockets, but it is so lightweight. You can't kind of feel it on you. So, yeah, it's a good length. Lovely colours, aren't they? A bit different for me, these colours, but I think, again, for South Africa, it just seemed kind of appropriate. You know, you've got that whole kind of nature thing going on, and it's got so many colours in it. Lilac and green and orange and blue. And this again was less than half price. I think this was about £30. And I think, see, I keep going to put my hands in my pockets. I think for a hot country, a humid country, this is just perfect. And, you know, again, for anyone who hasn't watched me in forever, I wear what I call chub rub knickers, which I get from Jockey, which have got kind of the short legs, and that has opened up dresses to my wardrobe. Before I discovered those, I couldn't wear dresses, and the kind of involvement into those, which are now commonplace. I mean, you get them in Marks and Spencers and everywhere. It was all when the maxis came in about probably 15 years ago, and I started wearing cut-off leggings under my maxi dresses so that I could at least wear those. And then it evolved into these chub rub. People like chub, obviously, rub, obviously. And you know, it's not just from being overweight. I know girls who are slim, who their legs, the way they are made, still get that friction between their legs. And when that happens, it is so painful and sore. And if you actually chap your legs down to, you know, rawness, then you're screwed. You can't actually, you know, wear anything then, because it's so painful. You have to wear shorts or trousers. So yeah, so that's the last dress. I'll definitely keep this as well because I think it's perfect. And I could put a nice tan leather belt on this, which I think would look rather nice. Although this kind of doesn't cut me in half then, does it? It kind of disappears into the dress, but I'll take a couple of belts with me anyway. So not a massive haul, but I just thought I would share with you as I was trying it on anyway. And yeah, so I only discovered this week that not everybody has an internal dialogue. I thought that everybody had that internal dialogue where you're having 3 conversations in your head at the same time as you're speaking. But apparently it's less than 50% of the population. Oh, my mind was blown by that because I thought everybody had that. So, yeah, anyway, on that note, I would just say that I said to Rob, your New Year's resolution is to ask. If you're not sure of something that I'm asking you how to do it, just ask me what it is that's needed and how to do it. And mine is to, because I'm obviously perfect, mine is to go and do Duolingo to learn whatever language it is that when I speak to Rob, it converts to that language, because it's obviously not English, because he never hears that. And, you know, for anyone concerned, I'm not being disrespectful, Rob's there, he knows what I'm saying, he thinks it's funny, it's our relationship. We bicker and banter all of the time, and yeah, so please don't be concerned that I'm being disrespectful or anything else. He's an amazing man. He's worked really hard all his life for his family, and I love him to bits. So don't be offended on his behalf, is all I'm saying. So anyway, I've got to run now and go and visit Sheila in hospital, and I'll see you really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.